We are an African-American franchisee of Hilton, Marriott, and Hyatt brands. Out of the 50+ thousand of hotels in the United States, 0.0001% are owned by African-Americans. So that's one thing that sets us apart. You know, what gave me the courage to start my own business really is all about my upbringing. You know, I grew up in a household with a mother and father who went into business for themselves when I was born in 1974, hocked everything they had, just had the guts and courage to go out there and see that they had a vision, that they could take the skill set they had with a father with limited education that he had, and just achieve whatever it is they set out to achieve.
Service is a ministry. It truly is a ministry because we are here to serve one another as God has intended it to be. And with that being said, I am very passionate about that because with our quote unquote white glove service, you know, we make sure that we are there from beginning to end. Whether it be just delivering an arrangement to someone, whether it be just actually going through the whole anniversary party or wedding. I give a lot of thought to the products in which I produce, and it reflects, you know, the love. It reflects the gift. It reflects the passion that I have, and just giving that wow factor, you know, is an extraordinary experience because that's what brings me joy.
I was working in an ER, and as most of you know, ERs are flooded during most of the year, and especially in pediatrics in the wintertime. So I was working there and I noticed that a lot of the people that were coming to the ERs didn't need to be there. They could be someplace else, but there was no place available. So we decided to start researching pediatric urgent cares. And then when we researched, we found that there were a lot of urgent cares, but not pediatric urgent cares. So we decided we have a place in this market and there's a big need for this. The paintings, the setup in the business, to the people that we hire, to the pediatricians, everything caters to kids.
I come from a long line of really strong women. You know, I look back at my grandmother and my mom, who's an entrepreneur herself, part-time while she worked full-time to put my brother and I through school after my father passed. And so courage comes as a birthright, quite honestly, for me. You know, when you look at the life of an entrepreneur, you know, there's kind of this triangle, which is a replica of, if you will, the Trinity. There's the finance, there's the administration, and there's the promotion of business. And so the inspiration is interesting that it's intertwined in both how we actively do our business and the Trinity that is really encouraging and gives us all the energy to do our business in the real world. So my inspiration comes from God.
Well, we identified the niche for our business because we determined that in our industry we were losing a lot of good qualified agents who just did not understand how to utilize their real estate license regardless of the market. So with that, we developed Sapphire Properties Incorporated to not only capture those agents and keep them in the industry, but to also make sure that the service we were giving to our customers was going to benefit from our design.
We're impacting lives in our community, especially with first-time home buyers. A lot of them are not familiar with the opportunities that are available for them. So again, through education and consistency and us being abreast of the new changes in the laws, we're able to inform our new clients.
I measure my success first and foremost from my Heavenly Father, and through wealth building, making people happy, putting smiles on people's faces, letting them know that it is their time to buy, that there is an opportunity for everyone to buy, and especially in our community.
The part of the daily business that brings me the most joy is working with teams of engineers, owners, and contractors, and knowing that we had a part in making the city a greater city, or improving the quality of life of citizens throughout the city because of the infrastructure that we improved. My role models start with my parents. My father, he was an entrepreneur. My mother, she was a dedicated caregiver and made sure that we had everything that we needed. So they start with my parents. They were folks who basically showed me the direction of how to work hard and be successful.
What gave me the courage to start my own business is working in the industry for 12 years. You want to work for someone else on the cubicle plantation, and you can go 60 hours a week, go above and beyond, working hard, having some success, and you see that that's putting money in someone else's pocket. So I asked myself, why not me one day? So I practiced my own financial advice, saved my own money, and just went for it. Started my own agency and said I wanted to be my own boss, my own business owner, so I can create opportunities for my clients, my family, and those around me, and contribute back to the community. The most satisfying aspect of being an entrepreneur is being able to control your own destiny. I'm the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. Every day I go to work, I'm building something that's for me and my family, and to be passed down for generations to come. Just being able to create something, have direct control over it, and help develop other people, employees, clients, build those relationships. That's been the most rewarding benefit for me as an entrepreneur.
I got the courage to start my own business after losing my dad. I watched him be an entrepreneur for over 20 years. And when I was in grad school is when I got the news of his passing, and I was faced with either going to work for a news organization for the next 20 to 30 years of my life or going out on my own. And so obviously I chose the latter. And after graduation, literally 3 months later, I moved to Houston and opened the doors to Twice Media Productions. What sets Twice Media Productions apart from our competitors is our ability to embrace technology and think from an innovative standpoint. Our core competency has always been video production, but the market is saturated with video production companies, so we decided to set ourselves apart by expanding our offerings. So now we include mobile media workshops where we teach companies to shoot and edit their own quality videos from their mobile devices. And so our target market has expanded to include small businesses who couldn't necessarily afford our corporate pricing, and it's also created a unique entryway into the corporate sector.